Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going over for the first time to Samuel Smith's over in Yorkshire, I believe, North Yorkshire. And this is a bottle of the 1758 Samuel Smith Yorkshire Stingo, aged in oak ale casks, 8% ABV, so I believe that this is a strong ale, bottle conditioned ale, aged in oak ale casks. Can't read the rest of that writing because my eyes are terrible even with glasses. So yeah, first time I'm drinking a Samuel Smith's beer. An iconic brewery, of course known for quite a few of their beers, loads of organic sort of fruited beers. They've got the Imperial Stout, got their, is it the Taddy Porter as well. So yeah, a fairly highly respected brewery in its own right, and one that pretty much most of you guys have probably drank some of their beers before. So I was down in Birmingham for the Brumpus up with some of the other beer tubers who you already know, and we're in Sutton Coldfield, and we're in a sort of like an off license that has a range of craft beers and that sort of thing, and I saw that they had a few Samuel Smith stuff, so I thought I'd pick up a bottle of this because I do like a good old-fashioned British strong ale, and picked up the well-renowned Imperial Stout. So what I'm going to do is, because I do have a Fuller's Imperial Stout, which I picked up on that same trip, I'm going to do a little bit of a comparison, which should be interesting. But yeah, I thought I'd give this one a go first. Very traditional, iconic looking, nice 500ml bottle, or 550ml bottle I should say. And yeah, 8% ABV, nice golden foil around the crown, and it's just a simple gold crown on this one. So without any further ado, let's get this opened and see what we get. Now, I can't remember the name of the off license, but they had a really good range actually. Had a few Siren beers, a few Beavertown beers. Who else did they have? They had a few Brewdog beers, of course, a few Samuel Smiths. They had a few more as well, Tiny Rebel beers. You know, a lot of the sort of basic go-to sort of beers, but some nice standouts as well. But anyway, let's see what we get with this. Looking forward to this one. And that's pouring really nicely. Nice levels of carbonation there. Got nowhere to put this, because there's all like empty cans with labels taken off them, because I've been sorting out old cans and taking the labels off them. You know, sort of the way like those crazy old women collect the beaks of pigeons and write their name on their own walls with their own shit, that sort of thing. Anyway, we all know those sorts of people. And beer in a glass scent, and that's a lovely sort of rubyish copper look to it. It's got a little bit of haze in there, so it's slightly unfiltered from what I can see, but not a hazy beer as you would expect. But yeah, beautiful sort of coppery, rustic looking beer with one finger's worth of a sort of light tan coloured head. Soft beige, I'd say, actually. So, let's see what we get on the nose. Ooh. And it just smells so inviting. You know, it's not a light smell beer, it's not a refreshing smelling beer, it's a nice, classic, sweet, fermented fruit sort of aroma. Loads of berries, sticky toffee pudding, malt loaf, you know, stuff like hot cross buns, glazed pastries, that sort of thing, currants. Smelling nice. Not getting too much of the oak ale, or the oak. Not getting the oak casks a lot in this. It's more on the sweeter side of things. There might be a very subtle peppery earthiness lingering in the background, but it's all about that, like demerara sugar, sweetened condensed milk, very cakey, almost sorts of banana bread batter, but obviously no pungent banana aroma. You know, that sort of thing. Dense baked goods that have been like actually been taken out. There's been honey drizzled on top so it caramelizes and gets a little bit hard. It's that sort of thing. Very cakey, that's what I should say. It smells wonderful. It really, really does. I've not had a beer like this for ages, and I don't know. Got to get the one mention of my hair per video, and I don't know what's going on here, but it looks okay there. But when you look at the side, it's about time I got a haircut, I think. So it didn't look like fucking what's his face, that scarecrow character from the 70s. Played by the dad who's got the dad of that actor who was in Dog Soldiers, who's got that really husky voice. Can't remember what his name is. You know who I'm talking about. Wurzel Gummidge or something like that. That's something along those lines. But it smells like something he'd drink, actually. No, don't go down that avenue. Yeah, it smells good. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Wurzel Gummidge, I think that's his name. Not as sweet on the flavour. In fact, it's got more of that oak cask flavour coming through. Slight minerality from the wood. Still has that sweetness there, but it's not as prominent. It's not actually that rich of a taste in beer. It gets more rich on the aftertaste, I would say. It lingers considerably. And that's where that sort of like musky, slightly old wooden cask comes in. But yeah, 8%, slight warmth coming down, but yeah, that's not the reason why you're going to take your time with this beer. Excuse me. It's because it's such a robust, mature tasting beer. A beer to savour. As I said earlier, it's not a beer that you can knock back and get refreshed by or anything like that. But at the same time, there's no harshness at all. And if you like your English strong ales, classic British style, which I'm a big fan of, they always remind me of Doppelbock's, even though, of course, Doppelbock is a lagered beer and an English strong ale is an ale. They have that sort of like stewed down berry, dates, raisins, prunes. They've got those sorts of flavours, and they're bold and they're high ABV. So that, to me, there's a lot of similarities between the two styles, and that's why I'm such a big fan of both styles. I mean, my favourite English strong ale has to be J.W. Lee's Moonraker. That's just a gorgeous beer that I've not had for such a long time, and I can get it just up the road at my local Asda, and my phone is vibrating here. Yeah, we're talking about other beers when we should be focused on this one. This is still a wonderful beer. It's my sort of British ale, I'd say. Just so satisfying to drink. It's starting to get slightly warmer as we approach March here in the UK, as of recording this video. But still, this is one of those ones where you've walked home from work, it might have started raining, you know, towards the end of your journey, and you didn't have your umbrella, so you're not wet or soaked, but you're just slightly damp. Sort of like the way I make women when I record videos on YouTube. No need to go there. But just have to bear with me 1 second, because I think my MacBook might... No, it's not. It's just going into the screensaver. That's why it's might have gone a little bit darker. Yeah, this is just such a satisfying beer, and I'd love to taste something like this on cask. But that being said, the body isn't a light body. It's the upper end of medium. It's got this sort of like lingering sort of film that surrounds the inside of your mouth. Leaves it a little bit sticky. But yeah, it's a wonderful little beer. It really, really is. Can you actually hear that? That's scary how broken that sounds. That's ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, great standout example of one of my favourite styles. Not getting too much of a different character because of the oak being aged in oak barrels or casks. More on the it's got more of a an earthy, woody aftertaste of some of the other styles of this beer. So yeah, it does make a slight difference, but it doesn't affect the flavours on the intake of the beer. But yeah, I'd happily buy like 12 of these bottles and put some away. That's lovely. It really, really is. I just can't pick out any faults from it. Do you know what I mean? There's no offensiveness, there's no wateriness, there's no weakness to the beer. But at the same time, it's not too in your face. And biased towards the style, completely acknowledged, I'm going to give this one a 10 out of 10 because I love to drink these sorts of beers. It's just the right amount of sweetness, just the right amount of earthiness. You go into it, you sniff it, you think, oh, it's could be potentially a little bit too sweet, but no, that barrel does cut through that, and that minerality that you get in there, and those sort of like oaky tannins, they do help level the beer down a little bit. And yeah, this is one that I'm going to be supping on for a fair while as I watch some Howard Stern clips on YouTube. There's no way the Howard Stern show of the 90s could exist in this pathetic, politically correct landscape. But we won't get into that sort of discussion because I don't want to lose subscribers. But yeah, because there is a worrying movement where those sorts of things are becoming almost more important than the beer, and people are talking about problems within the industry that don't actually exist. There might be some idiots out there who will be bigoted, but I don't necessarily think the beer industry is a problematic one. I just think that, just like with everything else, there are some proper ignorant arseholes out there who should be held accountable. But anyway, I said I wouldn't go there. That's a live video for another day. Let's just revel in the marvel of this beer. Or marvel. No, because you can either revel or you can marvel in the beer. Tastes damn good. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. What's some of your favourite examples of the style? Are you a fan of Samuel Smith's? If any of my friends of fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, I'll put their links down below. And yeah, check out the brewery. If I remember the name of the shop, then I'll put their links down below. And yeah, thank you for watching. Almost got onto my soapbox, but took a step down, just so I was about to take the other step onto the box. And yeah, hopefully that didn't tarnish the review. Thank you for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers. Oh, nearly forgot how to drink.